30 years ago, the world ended as a celestial talisman hung in the sky, the glaring ghost of a comet, bringing death and destruction with its eerie light. Undead hordes controlled by insane necromancers and malign spirits roam the land, a mysterious species that can hide in plain sight. Druids began an assault on the civilized people using an invasion force of summoned demons. Giant mutant insects bubbled from the depths of the earth, swarming over whole cities and swaths of farmland. Kingdoms crumbled, cities disappeared overnight, and whole races were exterminated in the blink of an eye. Now warlords squabble over small patches of land. Priests call to the faithful, assuring their followers the gods will spare them. Magic has reset the laws of nature as many try to harness the new energies. People struggle to survive, fearing their own kind as much as the monsters in the shadows, perhaps more, all amongst the remnants of undead terrors, roaming demons, and other horrors. This is the world now, entering a dark age where one must steal or use steel just to survive the day. Heroes gather, but they are not the heroes of the tales of old. They are a new breed, because when the world has ended, surviving makes you a hero. Okay, and welcome to Stealing with Survival. This is the Tavern's weekly role-playing game that it's been, I don't know, almost 16 weeks since we played. Damn it, life and the winter and stuff. And I totally set everything up and forgot to pull out my character, so I'm doing that now. We do have a guest dungeon master today. It's Aaron. Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
Hi, I'm Aaron Kennedy. I am our guest DM. I normally play Moggets the Wizard. And tonight I will be running our adventure.
Will Moggets be joining us?
No, Moggets will not be there.
Fuck you, Moggets.
Yep.
Okay, DM, pass the ball to somebody else.
We also have Chris.
He's muted, though.
Hi, friends. Oh, Jesus.
No, you're okay. No, you. Oh, poor guy. He's dying.
I'm Chris, the plague bearer, with mucus and terrible, throbbing sinus pressure.
Whoa, family show.
Since when?
Yeah, and how do you think you get families?
With terrible, throbbing... Oh.
Bad luck? Sinus pressure. I will be playing Pierce Your Heart. Yeah.
Dude, what is Pierce Your Heart? Okay. He's gonna
This
be
is
very
not
quiet.
gonna go.
He's gonna be very quiet tonight.
He is a Warforged rogue. I mean, Warforged traveling house security salesman.
Human merchant.
That sounds like a slaver.
That's what we're going to call him from now on. He's a human merchant.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I just wrote a lot of scenes with slavers. Oh, you know what? Let's let John introduce himself, then I'm going to make another announcement-ish thing.
Well, I'm John from Jersey's. I'm playing.
Hi, John from Jersey's.
Oh, howdy. Playing Jaith Firedigger, a priest of Joneth. There's a lot of J's I just noticed. Jersey's, John, Joneth, Jaith. Wow. Anyways, Conquest Publishing, though, doesn't have too many J's in it. And keep an eye out. Go to conquestuniverse.com and take a look at some of the cool artwork and stuff that we're working on. So.
Very cool. And by the way, I do want to point out, if anybody was here watching the pre-video thing, the one that came on exactly at 8 o'clock, that was all artwork from John and his crew. So every character you saw there were things done by him. He's also working on a couple book covers for the related Portals book. That takes place in this same time and era as what we're gaming in, just in a different part of the continent. So, now last but not least, Andrea may or may not be joining us mid-game. She should be home any time now. And what I want to ask is, are any of you guys watching the stream right now? Is it on and moving? Okay.
So
that's
far.
all. That's all I wanted to make sure of before I went on. Now I'm going to... none of you guys stream. Do we have anybody here that stream? Because I got a cool new feature in the... No, wait, Witch's Door, you stream, right? So let's do that. Let's grab her name. She's somebody who joined me with the writing and is a author. And let's do a quick shout out because I got this cool little effect that appears on the screen now. Unless it doesn't work this time, which maybe it doesn't. I didn't see it do it. So, make sure it's not blanked out. Let me go ahead and reset that thing real quick. Sorry, guys. This is kind of I should have checked before we started, right? Okay.
Do like a subscriber sketch or something.
Oh.
For all you people.
Something I've been doing for subscribers or VIPs or moderators, basically somebody who has supported the channel in an... I almost used the word excessive, but you can't support in excessiveness, can you? It's all great. For all our regulars and supporters, I've started creating a sound, so the first time they pop in, it says a little something. As I do it, and get for John and Chris. I didn't bother doing for Aaron. He never comes around. He's even in the stream tonight, and he's not around. Okay. Now, let's see if we have this, if this works now. So, here we go. Watch the screen. Yay, it worked. So there we go. Little symbol appears up on the screen of the person that I'm doing a shout-out for. Okay, Aaron, take it away. All yours, boss.
All right. At the end of our last adventure many, many weeks ago, Andrea's character teleported us away. Way. You guys find yourself rematerializing before a large castle. I've actually linked what it kind of looks like in the Discord, but who here remembers Castle Grayskull from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? Okay, now imagine you're looking at it from the back side.
So it looks
instead
like
of a skull,
skeletal anus?
Like the devil's anus.
I got one of those. Go on.
Yes. You have found yourself there. It is only you three at the moment. Moggets and Andrea appear to be away.
Probably at the bar.
No. Just a large stone castle that appears to have an asshole as an entrance.
I want to say I definitely didn't stab them to use them for components and spell casting. Just want to make that absolutely clear right up front.
As you guys get your bearings, you begin to notice a series of signs. The classic wooden stake with a board on it and a lot of writing. Anybody here?
Does it say "Welcome
literate?
to the good place"?
I believe we all are.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I believe so.
It's written in lots of languages. Jath, you're able to read several of them because you've been around a long time. Most of them say, "Welcome, come in, definitely not a trap," with the words definitely underlined.
Is it spelled correctly
Yes.
in all the languages?
As far as you know, yes. There are quite a few that you are not able to read, but from context, you get the impression that they all say about the same thing, and they're randomly placed along the path leading up.
Oh, there's my languages. I speak Chernai.
Yes.
Any wonderful little tracks around said signposts?
The place, not anything recent. A lot of it's just kind of overgrown. Just the little bush, like Link, the bush that comes out of the bottom of the signs, like in Adventures of Link.
What's in the other direction?
A path that leads back into a large forest.
The forge. That forest looks questionable. We should definitely not go into a bunch of normal-looking trees. Instead, we should go into this large...
You can do whatever you'd like.
Well, the problem with signs is we'll turn it and have it point that way. The trees could be a trap too. Well, definitely not a trap.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe somebody did that already. Does there seem to be any activity at the wonderful Castle A?
No, it's almost nothing. You see a couple little torch lights, or what appears to be flickering lights, through some of the upper parapet windows, but nothing other than that. Nothing at the main entrance.
Well, let's go find out if
the back door
and Lolly are in the keep for some reason.
Oh, that'd be something she'd do, wouldn't it?
Or did.
It's been so long since I've been me, I gotta figure out what the hell I could do. I don't remember anymore.
Pierce, are you doing anything?
I'm just standing there, like, almost perfectly still, trying to figure out if I can make my integrated disguise kit work, which I do not believe I can, because I don't think there was time to replace the components before we left. So essentially, I'm just scarecrowing until someone makes a decision.
Oh, well, follow me. I head towards the alley.
Sounds
Well,
great.
the crack, or whatever it is.
A noose. But not the kind that
Is
my
there like
mother
a
had.
port of this thing?
What?
I'll make sure I pull my hood up, and then I'm still all covered.
Okay.
I'll pull out a dagger just in case. Well, no, actually, I'll get my hand crossbow ready.
Okay.
Because why not?
That's right. So,
You guys making your way up there?
that's right. Gonna lean
So
on.
far.
Gonna lean on my staff, clicking along. Go ahead.
Easily traversed. It looks like it's been kind of in, I don't want to say a state of disrepair, a state of somebody's keeping it semi-repaired, just barely traversable.
Look, they gave up on life, just like most people.
They bought a home gym and everything.
It holds all their laundry wonderfully. They got the
That's
deluxe model. It can hold 4 coats and 3 pairs of pants.
There are more signs that go that say, "Hey, welcome. Definitely not a trap. Please come in," as you're making your way up.
Weirdest
All
thing to
right.
name a bar ever.
So, is there anything that keeps us from traversing around the keep, the castle?
No, not at all.
All right. Is there a door, or is it just open?
There's a round portal like a hobbit hole's door.
All right.
Notice how the stonework looks brown and puckered.
Like there's a little bit of moss growing around it.
Long, stringy moss. With brown berries. They're dingle.
I'll pound on the door, see if anybody answers.
When you pound on the door, the one side swings open.
Which side?
Hello?
The outside?
The right side.
Oh.
Does it swing in or does it swing out?
It swings in.
Might
It is
swing.
hinged
That
on the
was kind of
inside.
All right. Hope it's not a Kuwaka.
As you're looking inside, there is also moss, but it is slightly luminescent. Those that have low light vision or dark vision can see just fine, which I believe is everybody. No? It's a little dark for you, Pierce.
Here's a torch, or here's a light spell.
I mean, I've got a drift globe thing somewhere,
All right.
Okay.
but I'll let the moss glow. It's, moody.
Like a war.
So is this a moss tunnel that goes in? Does it open up into something?
It is a round, about 10 feet tunnel, okay, and the bottom is shaved off and it's flat, about 5 feet across. So,
Don't say shaved.
Hello?
hello, hello, hello.
Is anybody out there?
Yeah, you can see to the depth of your vision. And it's just,
I'm not a very deep person.
It's tighter as we go?
no, it just fades off into the background about 60
Oh,
feet
well,
out.
you went like this.
Or maybe
Yeah.
into the butt.
Perspective.
Oh. All right. Well, I head down it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going looking for some shit.
As you head down it, you get about 30, 40 feet in, and there are doors that lead off to the side.
Oh. I want to knock on each one, but with my staff. Well, my spear, actually. It's a spear.
No answer.
Are we underground?
No, you're definitely. The castle had an up, and you seem to be going straight. You have not veered back down yet.
This is a long.
So are these
castle.
doors closed too?
Hmm?
Can I check to see if the door is trapped?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just won't tell you.
Oh, that's... let's see.
There's definitely a triggering mechanism on it.
Like most millennials.
Great. Then I would like to try and disarm the trap.
Okay.
What'd you say, John?
That's called a compliment to most of them.
Let's see. What skills do I fucking have that go with traps? Because I think I have advantage.
None of us remember anymore.
I know.
This is why we let Aaron run the game first, so we can remember what the hell we do.
Great. So, that means... Oh no. Plus 6. So... 15.
Okay. The trap appears disabled.
Great. Now I should check to see if the door is locked.
It's like a teenager in a pressure situation.
Then I will, stand to the side of the door and do one of those, push it open and get out of the way.
Okay. It appears to be a large meat locker.
Oh. No.
It is cool in there. Nothing appears to be rotten. Or it appears like when you're aging steaks.
Oh, you mean like a food locker. I thought you meant like a dance club. Sorry, go on.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Lots and lots of meat. It's got the slight mold on the outside, but it doesn't appear that it's rotten. just
like country ham type stuff.
yes.
Yeah, they naturally grow mold. Makes them more delicious and gives you your vegetables in one serving. Mind you, it's so salty it makes her asshole pucker. Which in my case was my mother. Hold on, the Warforged is busy dying. He'll be
Yep.
back in a moment. So,
If you decide to explore it more, there's meat hanging from the things. There's shelves.
can I tell what
go ahead.
kind of meat it is?
A variety of sheep, pigs, cows.
Okay, so it definitely looks like quadruped herbivores.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not like there's a side of dwarf and there's a side of...
No. There are barrels of salt. And what appears to be other types of spices as well.
Well, I'll pop in and get a barrel, not a barrel of salt, fill a little pouch with some salt and fill a little pouch with some red pepper if I can. Some kind of cayenne pepper.
You're able to get a small pouch or vial of each of the ones that are there.
Oh, no,
And just call it assorted spices.
No,
Yep.
no.
About how...
Hmm?
Can I tell about how long they've been curing?
Do you have anything that would allow that?
Dagger.
If
and you
yes,
cut
you can.
into it, see how far they're rotted into the. Never mind.
It-
How big the ring is inside of it.
That works for people, too.
I mean, I don't know what skill that would be.
Then no, you cannot.
Nature?
Use medicine.
Nature,
Medicine?
medicine, cooking. Just pick one. Bullshit. Did you bullshit today?
Have
Did
you today?
You can
Great.
intimidate it into telling you.
Oh, I don't know shit.
Right. No, you didn't either. If you didn't know what skill to use, you don't know.
I don't know, they put the meat locker close to the front door of the place anyway, so it's like.
Well, I assume we had gone like 40 to 60 feet in, and there was just different doors lining the wall, and this is just the random door that
That is
our
correct.
Our walking door knocker wanted to open.
No, it's definitely just a meat locker.
Well, you did an excellent job disarming that trap. Why don't you go check that door now?
Great. I'll go to the next door.
Did that one, did
Okay.
that one, did that one. I'm going to cut off a slice
Pretty much.
of...
We'll progress down the hallway, and I will investigate each door to see if it's locked in or trapped.
Okay. You're able to swing open many doors. You eventually get to a sign posted right next to it. It's kind of like a wet floor sign. And it points down to one stone and says, "Do not step here."
Haha! Press the red button. The shiny candy-like red button.
How big is the stone?
Not.
Mine are pretty
Cobblestone, probably 6 by 6.
Well, I mean, I got to start the church here, and that's the first cornerstone to start. Got to keep with the theme. Can you see if that if taking that stone's going to cause something to go off?
Not pushing it,
Sure.
taking it, removing it, lifting it up.
I want to investigate the stone.
Okay.
We are
It is
investigating.
definitely trapped.
Do not romance it.
Great. I would like to try and disarm the trap.
Okay.
Well, what are you going to say to it? What's your pickup line?
You make me hard,
Rock hard.
Brock.
Sure. Do. Plus
How did you not name the gadget and just
25.
this the whole time?
Good. Okay. If you sweated, you would be sweating right now because it took a long time to fiddle with this one. You're able to pull the stone up and see that it is impressive clockwork underneath. It is a brass-like metal. It is old, very old. Underneath it, you're able to jam something in there so that the stone cannot be depressed.
How old is it?
Do you have any idea, or you got anything that would do that for you?
Wait. Say that one more time.
He said, "How old is it?"
It's the opening to a punchline.
No,
Any punchline.
it's so old your mama would date him. I don't know.
I missed something.
He asked how. I said, "You're able to tell that the brass underneath is very old." And he goes, "How old is it?"
It's so old, even the mice are hunchback.
Great.
Thanks for the stone. Let's find 3 more.
Is the clockwork attached to this stone, or is the clockwork in the floor below the stone?
It was attached. He was able to remove it.
Okay.
Disarming the trap in the process, yes?
Yes,
Great.
as far as you know.
What kind of trap was it?
Hmm?
What kind of trap was it?
When you push the stone down, it activated the clockwork, and it seems to have done something away from you. You don't know what.
I'll take out my sketchbook and sketch out, the various pieces quickly.
Steal to the design, in other words.
Yep.
For later.
Mm-hmm. Good to
I don't know
go.
where it goes, but
When he's
I will.
alone in his room.
Yep.
When he forgets about it in 30 days.
That's what the sketchbook is for. Okay. What are you guys doing?
Continuing on.
Okay. You're able to find various rooms as you open everything up. Most of them just seem like lower level castle rooms, a grain storage. Most of the grain seems to have kind of rotted away. Lots of boll weevils in it. Kitchens, which does not appear to be in use. Like the bottom level of a hotel. There's a laundry. Large pots of what would have held water. It does have plumbing, though.
Alcohol?
There is indeed a room that's got a bunch of tons on it.
Oh, time to take a break.
Oh, okay. I think I had a special mug made just for me, if I'm not mistaken, by some
You did.
gnomes at some point in time.
With the faces on it.
Time to fill it up.
Yeah, I'll definitely be using that right now. So what are we talking about? Wine, ale? What are we talking
Let's
about?
see if it's drinkable.
The first one you open up, you can tell that the beer has gone bad.
Bad beer.
Okay, it's
The
still
sec-
drinkable.
Huh?
It's still drinkable then.
About half the alcohol content has turned into vinegar content.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not saying it's not drinkable. I'm just letting you know.
It's favorite.
There is wine. When you open it up, you realize that it has evaporated quite a bit. So you're able to get kind of a feel for age based on that. You're figuring this place is probably 300 or so years old.
Is there anything like harder, stronger, faster?
Not in this room, but I assume after your break for refreshment, you move on to other places, and you are able to find a wine cellar,
Yes,
which also has brandy and various other harder liquors.
Yeah, it does. Hey, witch. There we go.
Unfortunately, most of the labels appear to have faded with time. You're not able to exactly tell what it is except by looking at it and go, that looks like a brandy. Open it. Smells like a brandy, that kind of thing.
Sounds like a brandy. She's a fine girl.
Mhm.
So,
Well, we'll take a few with us.
All right, as you go through the rooms, you've pretty much explored all of them. Most of them are nothing. Some of them are key areas. The path goes forward and then starts veering up, and you can tell that it's kind of doing a winding like a hose that's been wound up badly.
It is a cloaca. Great.
Like the inner ear?
No, like the duck.
Quack, quack.
The duck? The one with the 12-inch corkscrew penis?
Those are only wood ducks. It's fine.
Yes.
They're not wood, not ducks.
It's
Well-
wood.
Pigs as well.
Oh, all right. When you're like, screw that, they take it literal.
Well, I don't know how far we want to investigate this place. It seems to be abandoned for a long time.
You're finding a bunch of the. You'll find more signs that goes in here. Definitely not a trap. Or this stone. Don't touch it.
I feel like they're trying to lull us into complacency, and I suspect they're upstairs. They ran out of customers, they're not hanging out down over here anymore. I think they're all upstairs. All 4 of them. Or maybe 20. It's hard to tell.
I still want to disarm things as we go.
Oh, okay.
It's good practice. Continue.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, okay. You guys continue to move up. Knowing how the last one works, last trap worked, you were able to successfully disarm a few as you make your way up. Playing with the ones in front of the doors where it says definitely not a trap, you realize that the trap had already been activated as you kind of get there. So they're either safe or they don't do trap-like things.
Or vacuum.
In one of the rooms, you find a lever. It's got a placard on it. It's held on with a chain, and it's metal, about yay big, or yay. Let's use a white one so it makes sense. About yay big, and it says "Secret Entrance, Pull Candle."
Do I see a candle?
It's hanging from the sconce itself.
I see. Query. Shall I pull the lever?
I'll take 3 large steps back and go, yeah. Totally pull that. Pull it real
Great.
good.
I want to investigate it to see how it works before I pull the lever.
What, John?
Don't you see if a pit opens up underneath you?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm going to investigate it first, but that I'm totally pulling the lever.
Or then maybe an anvil will fall from the ceiling.
It's a lever. It's a lever. You cannot see any of the mechanisms behind it. All you know is that it does something.
Check the floor for a pit. Oh, maybe there's a pit that teleports you up above, and then you just start falling faster and faster and faster, faster.
I was in there for 20 minutes.
Great. I'll tie some rope to it, step back, pull.
The shelf next to it opens up.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yep.
Why don't you go see what's in there? We'll wait here.
It did say it was definitely not a trap and to pull the lever.
It did. Just trying to lull us into complacency, just for that one time where we just listen to what it's doing. Boom. You'll have to get another screw on hand. He's so considerate. Not only does he, mute himself, he leans out of the picture so we don't have to watch him suffer.
You don't want to watch that. Or see what's coming out.
Are you guys going to continue along the upward path in the main hall, or are you going to go through the secret room?
Ooh, secret room. What do you guys think?
Well, we've already opened it. Why don't you see what's in there?
Great. I'll continue into the secret room.
Yeah, we'll let our security specialist go in first. Our human trafficker. Is that what we were calling him?
Human merchant.
Right, human merchant, not human trafficker. My bad.
You make it about 4 steps in, and then the thing behind you slams shut.
Great.
The shelf slams shut behind him as he goes about 4 steps in.
I'll pull the lever.
It opens again.
Okay, step back.
Can I see a mechanism on this side that would keep the door from opening? Or keep the door from closing?
There's a door.
You appear to be standing on a pressure plate that closes it.
Gotcha. Then I will disable the pressure plate so that it stays open.
Okay.
Or we can just put something in the way so it can't close.
Or just draw an X on it so you don't stand on it.
Could do all of these things.
What's in the room?
It's actually a passageway. It goes off to the side, about 10 feet in or so. It makes a sharp right for about 5 feet, and then makes another sharp right. So it's kind of got a U-bend, and then a left, and then it's lit up back there, so the light doesn't travel back towards you.
Oh. See, this is the
Well, I
plumbing.
see around all kinds of cool stuff.
That's right.
And this one goes down, just stairs.
I might go down to Goblin Town. I hear a trill of trumpets. But, so yeah, do we want to maybe get those peoples? I mean, we don't even know where we are. Don't walk on that. I said nothing in particular.
Are you talking to Pierce or the cat?
Yeah, Pierce, pressure plate. Both. There's not a difference.
What about the pressure plate?
Don't walk on it.
I step on it. With, like, stretching my foot out and doing that thing like the cat does when you know that they're, like... Yep.
It's one of my cats was walking on my keyboard, and not even my regular keyboard, like my laptop computer keyboard that's like propped up on something. Like he had to take extra effort to be annoying.
Great. Query,
Okay.
do we want to continue down this hallway or go back and go up?
I don't know. We could go
Any
into the light.
Breeze or anything coming from inside there?
Say again, John?
Is there any breeze or anything that's going through this? Is it stale smelling like it's been sealed forever?
It's kind of stagnant.
Yeah, let's go down.
But yeah, you
Great.
there's light down there, right?
The stairway's lit.
Bless you. Okay, let's go.
Great. I will keep an eye out for traps and other pressure platey things as I go.
Okay.
How
You
many,
make
how many years is that Scotch, Aaron?
18, I think.
18. Wow. It's gonna be a $70 bottle
Dude,
then. Yeah, about 70.
It was about $50, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go on. No, it goes down and does what?
You guys make your way down. It turns off, and along the way you see various other just regular pull levers, not hidden or anything like that, that appear to open wall panels. They're spaced every 100 or so feet.
Are there any peeky eye holes that we could watch people in their creepy hotel rooms?
Not that you see.
Oh, I see what you did there.
There may have been, but whatever's kind of grown on the walls has sealed up a lot of the cracks and stuff, making it hard to tell.
There's nothing we like better where I come from than a little sealed crack. Wrestling a cat over here. So, yeah, do we want to scrape some of the stuff off the wall and look for these things? Where the levers are? Because, or you want to pull a lever?
Sure, I'll pull the first lever.
Okay. Pull the first lever, it opens up, and there's There's like a sitting room to an apartment. It's furnished. The draperies and things like that are dry rotted. But it looks like it was nicely fashioned at one point.
What's the light source here?
It appears to be like a sconce, but with a continual light spell on it.
Oh.
Okay. Pull the lever again.
Same lever?
Same lever.
Okay.
Door closes.
Right.
But what happens when you pull it a third time?
I'll pull the lever again.
The door opens.
Must be the fourth time then.
Do you want to investigate the room or not?
No, not really.
After 643 times, you realize that an odd number opens the door and an even number closes the door.
I don't know. I thought the odd number was opening it and closing it every time he pulled the lever.
I think we should just continue on till we get to the end or we encounter somebody.
That's a good idea.
Great. Moving forward, still looking for traps and things not to trigger.
Okay. You go along, as you're making your way, you realize that this kind of level is all apartment type things. You get to a point, and John, you're going to be able to kind of tell this being dwarfish. You're kind of in the center of the castle from what you could see at the back or near about, and there are stairways that go up and down, kind of like in an industrial building. They did have rails. They appear to have been wrought iron. They're extremely rusted, so you don't necessarily know that the rail is safe, but the stair itself seems very solid.
The railings were taken off by Grandma when she leaned on it. Down, he says.
Okay. Down you go.
Great.
This
Down
would be
we
a
go.
little cooler.
About every 20 feet or so, there is a door or a pathway, one or the other, that leads off for that level.
How far down can we go?
About 80 feet is where you seem to have bottomed out.
How many levels is
It gets about 4.
Oh, okay. Well, we're really in the
The bottom level is damp. There's actually water on the floor. Not a whole lot, but enough to where like if your basement flooded and your carpet was still wet, about that amount of water.
Watch out for the trash monster.
Is the ground covered in moss so it does squish when we step? That
It
awful
does.
carpety.
Yes.
It's a carpet of moss.
You do come to the end of the light sources, though, and there is a sign hanging from the roof, and it says, "Beware of Gru."
The barbarian? The wanderer.
The mad scientist?
How does it spell Gru?
Grue.
Mad scientist.
I'm just gonna start backing up slowly.
Or
Where are you going?
Back up. I don't want to meet Gru.
All right, well, let's at least hit the next.
Unless you want to continue forward and meet Gru.
Sure.
Okay. Are you keeping your light source out, Chris? Or are you putting it away? What is your choice? They can see in the dark.
That's true, that's true.
if you put it away, you may not have to meet Gru. Or at least realize you met him. If you
The
leave it out.
sconce has a free light source on it.
It's true. So I will go over to the nearest wall sconce and see if I can remove it from the wall.
What's your strength?
10.
No, you are not able to remove it from the wall.
I try really, really hard. Can I pry the, what's at the top that has the light cast on it? Is it like something sitting in the sconce, or is it just the...
It appears to be, imagine it was like this, molded, and the light appears to be centered on the very top of it.
Well,
I see.
What if he
So
used...
it's not like the sconce was holding an object that they put the light in. They just
Correct. It's molded and it appears to be pinned into the wall.
Can he use disarm trap to try to remove the sconce from the wall using his tools? Can he use his maintenance skill, which is spelled disarm trap?
I reach up and try to pull it out of the wall and hand it to him.
What's your strength?
I believe it's 20. Yep.
You are easily able to rip it off the wall.
Sorry, I didn't want to wait. Quit fiddling with it.
Great. I'll throw it as far as I can down the hallway into the
That's
darkness.
gratitude for you.
Into the Gru area or the other area?
Towards the Gru area.
Okay. That section of lights up, just like the rest of the area here. You kind of got not a dead spot here, but imagine on this, they go from on one side of the wall they're here, the next side they're over here, and then over here, kind of in a cross pattern. So now you got a section where the lights are kind of burned out, but you can see it ahead of you.
Well, I walk down there and pick it up and toss it back to him and continue down the passage.
He fetches.
I do. I'm fetching.
Great. I pick it up and follow behind them.
Okay.
He has the sconce, then the big bracket sticking off of it as he's walking.
We're making these squishy, mossy sounds, right?
Yep.
Is there any tracks going through ahead of us?
After about 5 minutes or so, you find what appears to have been footprints. Like by a size 15 foot.
And is it 2 legs, 4 legs, 1 leg?
It appears to be bipedal, but occasionally you'll see where a hand seems to have been in front of him.
And he could be dragging something with him, but that's okay. The water's cold too. I've heard that. Yeah.
So,
well,
got a giant monkey.
Mr. Gru's kind of big, or Mrs. Gru. Can't really tell by the footprints. Now, is it a shoed foot?
No, it is not.
So
it is a very large clawed foot that is kind of humanoid.
How many toes?
those
15.
are fingers. Those are fingers.
It has 5 toes.
No, you said clawed.
So 3 on one foot and 2 on the other?
5 and 5.
Oh, it's got 10.
And let me ask you this, Aaron. When we're looking at a size 15 foot, are we looking like a dog's foot or a cat's foot or a simian foot or a reptilian foot?
It appears to be a semi-humanoid foot. It's got a ball. It's got a ball, and it's got a freaking heel. The heel does not engage every time, but as though you or I were kind of walking through, but you can see the claw is where it kind of picks up every now and again.
Just
on
like
the
Mom
toes.
used to make.
Mm-hmm. A gorilla would be the closest thing that you're kind of...
With some fucking hammer toes and needed nail trim.
Mm-hmm.
Gorilla that
Yeah,
needs
maybe
a
we
petty.
can help. Follow
Yeah.
me.
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, it
back.
appears.
Hmm?
Yeah, it appears to be humanish, walking on the balls of its feet most of the time, but every now and again it steps back and you get a good full footprint.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow it.
Excellent. I'll follow him, following it. What do you
I
say?
audibly sigh
I'll
and
stop.
follow.
Oh, I'll continue then.
Okay. Kind of make your way around. You're focused on following it. It's still dark with the exception of Pierce's friggin' lamp behind you. You eventually hear gentle snoring.
It's Curly.
Want to go see who that is, Pierce?
No, I do not.
All right. Well,
I'll
I'm
go-
not the quietest.
I'll
so-
go look.
All right.
I'll go look. You wait here. You wait here. I'm not wearing all that armor.
I can't see shit.
You get a
You
lot.
got a light source.
You've got your princess wand thing. Sconce.
So I will move forward, looking
Okay.
for the source of the snoring.
You get kind of close enough. You've moved away from them. Pierce seems to be hanging back. How far are you hanging back, Pierce? Or did you stop the second you could hear it? Can't hear you.
Did we all stop when we could hear it, or did they
Yes.
keep?
Well, I
Hey.
stopped anyway because I'm not very quiet, so I'm staying when I heard it.
My impression is everybody stopped when you could hear it and you go, what the hell is this? You argued about whether or not you were going to go forward, and then Grohl decided he was going to go forward. He has left you behind unless you follow him.
Nope, I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Grohl, you make it. It gets progressively louder. You've moved a good 45 feet or so. The light is back in the distance, and you got to make a turn. When you do, that gets more rumbly as you kind of turn into a room. There is a large thing breathing on the ground. It appears to be asleep. If you were to guess, half a ton, bigger than a horse.
Furry. Does it have feathers, furs, or flesh?
No scales. It's whatever fur it's got. It's very short fur.
Oh. Very good. What's it smell like in here? I'm trying to figure out. Well, I'm trying to figure out diet here. Are we talking herbivore, carnivore, omnivore?
You'd guess omnivore. It's kind of halfway between a bison and a pig. Is the smell you're getting?
Interesting.
Yes.
John and I on air not too long ago had a discussion about the difference in smell between a rotting herbivore, carnivore, and human.
Human.
Human is a very distinct smell. You will never forget it.
Oh, hey Chris, Witch's Door needs some drinks. Witches, you should have drinks. Oh, go for what's the command to find out? Is it points?
It is points, we'll tell you, but it also, I mean, I haven't seen Cogsley do anything.
Oh, let me go fix Cogsley.
Okay. It is 8:54, so
Right.
if anybody needs to take a breather or anything like that, why don't we take 5?
That's what I was going to suggest, yeah. I know John usually
I
has
will
to check.
go catch it.
There we go. Cogsley apparently is working now.
Yay, Cogs.
Good morning,
There he is.
Mm-hmm. So, witches, try your points thing now. I call her Witchy Poo. go. So you get 15,000. I feel like I should up the price of things or lower the amount of points everybody gets. One of the two.
Or I could stop giving everyone. Oh,
No,
that's
no.
what I didn't.
It don't matter. Yeah, you gotta go. Oh, Chris, you know all the
There it is.
cute commands that we have with like the wizard and everything? I don't know if you heard me the other day, but you no longer have to type redeem in front of that. You could just do like exclamation point party, exclamation point fail.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't. There you go. I found a way to do that the other day, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's just take out that whole redeem thing. So now to play with your pussy or cock or ass, you no longer need to redeem your pussy, cock, or ass. You could just play with it.
Lovely.
Or your sheep.
Bah.
Yeah, that's the noise it makes, Aaron. And it pops a little sheep on the screen. So yeah, we got the DM and the part, or what do we get? Fail, apologize.
Panic, I think, is my favorite.
Panic, yeah, you do like panic. I like, you also like apology.
I do.
And I'm trying to think, I can't see what the hell this all says. It is so dark. Like my attitude. What I should do is just take this.
Sloots!
What?
I mistype slots. They're sloots.
Yes, they are. And we got this. This could be what's coming up next.
Alright, I should pee.
Oh, yeah. Eventually, one day, you should. Do you need a break, Aaron?
Nope, I'm good.
I think I'll leave you to entertain everybody when somebody comes back, and I will step out and check on something here. I'm just showing everybody all the cool graphics they could do. Oh, there's players. That's always a good one. There's two types of players. And it's got like the cockatoo yelling at the owl. What is the one that I like? I thought it was like barbarian or something.
Oh, did you missed it? But look who I got.
Who's that? He's got a cat on his head. What character is it?
No, it's Minsk with Boo from Baldur's Gate. Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes.
I don't know them.
Oh.
Yeah. I played Baldur's Gate like once, like 20 years ago or something.
Hey, Drake, you can have the ice cream in the last of the ice cream in the fridge.
Okay, is it that one? Oh, there we go. It's charge. Okay, and I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to go to mute myself on both fronts. Be right back.
Okay.
borrow one of his cats. Got a mouse problem.
How's things at the comic store been?
Really, really good. Actually, I wish this store was doing better than, but the other stores have gotten really, are doing super well.
Okay.
This one's not progressing just because where we're at in a rural area. But I think our Yorktown store did like 45,000 last month. So
That's not bad at all for a comic store or a friggin' game store, whatever you want to call it.
pretty good. So, I mean, this store was templated off $250 a month, and we averaged 500 at this store. And they're not paying, 3 times the rent. So,
Right.
and Hampton was probably pretty close. I mean, like today, we did 600 and they did 1,200, so they did double that. I mean, our rent's only $1,000 here, so.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
So I paid that already. I mean, that's not counting all the other stuff, but the basic rent is
Right.
it's paid for.
No, especially at the beginning of the year when everything kind of stops moving.
Well, usually, like for January, we see everybody turning in, taking their Christmas money and getting that, spending that. Us for Christmas, we don't see I mean, we get a little bit of a bump. Yorktown did because we carry Warhammer a lot there. So.
Right. Well, the thing with any kind of collectible is people are more prone to buy it for themselves than they are to buy it for others.
Oh yeah.
Unless you specifically know what somebody's been looking for.
And they'll come in, they'll buy gift certificates usually for them. But typically, most people are going out and buying computer stuff or clothes and that kind of stuff for Christmas. So, but with their Christmas money, then they come in and they spend it on. But I didn't see that bump this year like we did last year. Our sales compared to last year was, I mean, it wasn't off a huge amount. It was down $500 for the month. But,
$500 is margin of error, so who cares?
and it could have been that we were closed an extra day. Well, actually, we didn't have any real snow days or anything, so nothing that we would have been closed down for any particular reason.
Well, I mean, $500 it's a percentage point or so.
Oh, it's a day's sale here. So, but what we're going to try to do is, now that we've got the studio pretty much finished, we're going to start doing live streaming at events for all stores. With the role-playing games and stuff, hopefully the publishing company will, even though it's separate,
right?
The stores will get a benefit, that they'll have free advertising in the books, and we'll see where it goes.
Oh, he's back too. Yay, what timing. Only took us 10 minutes.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Thank you.
As we last are left at Intrepid Venturers, friggin' Grohl was staring at a large furred beast alone, while his compatriots were standing in the background, one because he's loud and the other one because he's a coward.
Well, if he would have gotten out of sight, I would have moved up at least so I can, because I know that I can somewhat see him.
He's only gone to the corner. You are able to see. You've managed to stay where he's at, and he's turned this way, and he's looking perpendicular.
We'll creep up when we think it's safe.
Yeah, and then I'll back up and go tell him what I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, big and hairy, but short hair, not big hair. It's not like 80s hair or anything. And it's sleeping. It's sleeping.
Great. I see no reason to wake him. We should go back the other way.
It's the only thing that's been here that we can talk to other than ourselves.
You might be
Do
right.
you want to wake up something giant? Do you like something waking you up in the middle of your naps?
Well, depends.
I don't know. I don't sleep, so I don't care.
Yeah, but you do that thing, where you just sit there and stare at the wall.
Wary.
So I don't mind waking it up. I mean, he's right. It is the only thing. I mean, we could go inspect all the way upstairs. Obviously, this thing didn't put the signs up, so there's possibly something else here.
Well, follow me.
Okay.
Which way is he going before I
clomp.
start following him?
Head towards the wherever you said it was at.
Okay.
Clomp, squish, clomp, squish, clomp, squish, clomp, squish.
Like you do.
Mm-hmm.
How
Okay.
far is the edge to where it's at when you get to that break point?
You stuck around 60 point. You were 60 feet back when he made his turn. It was in his sight, so probably 45 feet.
Well, no, when I get up there, how far? I mean, how far?
About
is it?
45 from the corner. About 45 feet.
Excuse me.
The snoring kind of stops, and it's got that cough of. Like it's waking up. Yep.
I'll wait.
About a minute later, it starts snoring again.
I'll get a little closer.
Remember, its name is Gru.
Well, we brought some of the alcohol with us, so here.
Oh, that's a good point.
Hopefully you like it.
What are you doing, Pierce?
I will move so that the edge of the light, which I'm guessing is about, 60 feet is the...
30-foot diameter.
Sure.
Great. So that the edge of the light is just before the corner, so if it comes around the corner, I can see to shoot at it.
Okay, so you're back, not at him, right?
Correct.
You ever
Okay.
feel like maybe you planned for the worst? I'm just saying.
What the?
Yeah.
Yes, the light
I
is
do.
now on
There's a
him.
reason I'm still alive.
Yes, the light is on Jaith. Jaith, you could feel the light from the side, and it's kind of giving you that little, the fuck are you doing? But you're still able to see it.
Okay, what's above us?
It seems to be about a 12-foot tall, stone-ish room. As you look around, it was made. Seems to be some kind of sub-basement of whatnot, but it's a large storage area. Behind it is where used to be a door, and portions of it seem to have been ripped off.
There's something
The stone.
lights fell on that's in the room.
Oh yeah, there's little pebbles and stuff all around there, or you could cast it on the moss itself. It will just spread it out.
I just cast it on the ceiling.
Okay. You cast it on the ceiling, and all of a sudden the thing.
Look around and see what I can see. So,
Oh, yeah.
so I can see easier.
Yep. When you cast it on the ceiling, it starts screaming and flailing around.
Wow, you're a dick.
It start dancing
No,
on the ceiling.
no. But the light is shutting down on it, so it's being exposed as well. And it is howling.
Oh,
It's not
guys,
that, Drew. Calm down.
it kind of locks on in your general direction and starts running.
towards or away?
You were able to get a much better look at it. It looks like a giant groundhog.
Oh. I don't think it was so big till it grew.
And is running towards you. Or running in your general direction. What do you do?
So did it start screaming when the light kicked on or when it saw its shadow?
When the light kicked on?
Did it see its shadow?
We don't know. It was facing the other way.
Hold on, I've got to make an announcement. Hey, it's a giant groundhog. Had to share the news. Okay, so, let's use all my groundhog knowledge. So let's see here. Let me see what my animal handling is and that kind of stuff. Should we roll initiative, or should we just start yelling shit out like we're doing right now?
Well, it's moving, so you guys can act in whatever fashion you want.
I want to throw my arms wide and shout in a very bold, strong voice, "Sausage!"
Okay. You have done
Take
that.
the lead and yell mustard.
Well,
Okay, you have done that as well. Pierce, they have both went arms wide, shouting sausage and mustard, keeping in mind that you cannot see what is coming at them.
I'm just going to point my crossbow. And when I see something that is not either of them,
good clarification.
I'm going to shoot.
Okay.
I do want to point out the reason we're yelling sausage is because sausage is groundhog.
Oh,
I yelled mustard because it tastes good.
right.
It does.
Ground.
True story. And has a lot of salt, I have learned.
Okay. It is charging in you guys' general direction. It is slightly to the right as you're looking at it. So it doesn't look like it's going to hit you, but it's going to come close.
Well, I'm going to try to block its path.
Okay, so you're going to step to the right and get in front of it?
Yeah. Stop.
All right, give me a roll.
To stand? What? Roll to
Oh,
what?
no, you're trying to block a charge.
Okay. Strength check?
Yeah, strength check will work.
You've never seen a fluffier stampede in your life.
22.
22 is a good roll. You got your shield out, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Friggin' it basically you get it runs straight into because you got yourself in position and you set yourself and you get pushed back. Your heel touches the wall, but you don't get slammed into it.
Stupid loss.
Roll.
What?
What are you doing?
Pretty much this. We're standing there watching him get furry trampled. What?
That's what's happening. He got pushed to the wall and the thing's swinging at him, but it's swinging over his head because he's short.
Oh. Well, in that case,
It's trying to maul him.
I'm going to yell, "Stop, cuddle time." And then...
I'm a little right now.
Not you. I meant the other one.
He's back there hiding.
So yeah,
I'm sure he's got a skin for that.
let's do. I don't know. We'll try animal handling. We're gonna try to calm the thing down. You know, I'll whip out a piece of that ham that I cut off earlier.
Like Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, with the water buffalo. I rolled an 18. I have +3 to animal handling if that helps at all. Or I could
Okay.
use nature and survival, and they're better. They get +6.
It is still swinging, but it is not swinging as hard on Jath at the moment.
It's a soft swinger now.
Well, no, it
Oh,
like
it-
you grabbed the like you've had to friggin' grab the on a cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The
still
nape
not
of it-
happy, huh?
It's Nape.
Yeah, thank you.
But I'm offering food.
You got him. It's swinging, but it can't do anything. Like its brain is going, huh? No, I want to fight, but you're not letting me fight.
No, I want to give you food.
It's reacting. It's reacting to you talking to it. Like, huh? What?
Oh, yeah. Who's got a soft belly? I do. That's right. Right here. It's furry like you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to touch it? Want to lick it?
It's gone into half-hearted swings.
So, is Mr. Crossbow?
Pierce.
Mm-hmm. No. No.
He's miming it.
I've got my crossbow in one hand and the torch in the other going.
And you still can't see it because they're around. They're
Oh, they went inside. It didn't
yep.
push them back into the.
No, because he stepped forward and he's against the one wall, and he had to maneuver just a little bit. So they're out of sight. You can hear all this.
Crossbow, light. Yeah, I'm gonna stand here.
Okay. Holding your action. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. John, it is continuing to take half-hearted swings at you. It is occasionally looking over at Grohl. You'll get batted left, then right, but it's not doing any damage to you. You got a nice firm seat where it's at. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Does it seem to be intelligent, or is it just an animal? Just big?
It's just big. It's acting like a wild animal.
Here's my scandal.
Well, can you talk to this thing?
Yes.
Where it can understand?
Probably not. But I can talk the fuck out of this thing.
I can bullshit today, and I can bullshit tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to attempt to put it to sleep.
He pulls out the
Okay.
vet needle.
Get out the chloroform and the cloth.
Okay.
The
That's
condoms.
in the other bag. The Ed ring. Well, I'm going to hit it with the hammer and try to do some dual damage until I'm not
Okay.
getting just.
All right. You are beating about it. It gives you a nice access because of the way it's kind of positioning and turning towards him. He's giving you a nice access to its nose. That's the easiest thing to hit. So you're able to flap on its head, and it kind of shaking around like you're doing stuff. Grohl, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stare dazedly and mildly horrified.
As it's beating up the giant groundhog.
We were doing so good. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Pierce, he's basically gone, oh, the whore! What are you doing? You could just hear the sounds of a scuffle around the corner from where you're at, about 35 feet out.
It's not rough sex.
Well, it could be.
I will start walking that direction because I can't, like, if the corner's at 35 feet, I only walk 30 feet, so I'm getting close.
No. The corner's at 30 feet because you have the light and 5 feet in.
Gotcha. So I will walk my 30 feet and peer around the corner.
Okay.
Or
You-
maybe
that
even
is your round.
Pierce around the corner.
It's getting slower, John. You're whapping it in the head. You're just getting little love taps, trying not to kill it, but it's definitely getting slower, and it's getting bloody around the ears and the nose. Anything else you'd like to do?
All right. I don't want to have it bloodied either. So,
Well, it's hard not to bloody something when you're hitting it with a hammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Even when you're boxing, you're gonna bloody something, and that's subdual
A bit.
damage in theory. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, I will attempt to grapple it then.
Cuddle time.
Okay.
Indeed, it is.
Apologize,
16.
Chris.
You're able to get a hold of one arm, strongly, but because of its size, it's able to basically lift you up and move you. It wasn't able to move you into the wall because you had a good firm grip, but in this case, you've basically given up your strength to hold on to it. So now we've got a dwarf swinging on a giant groundhog's arm. Grohl, you have a firm grip, though.
Again, he seems to be doing fine with his cuddle party and his spankings. So I'll continue to stare horrified and act like I totally don't think this is a good idea.
Okay. Pierce, you are now able to see this.
As you pierce around the corner.
Do we see him over there peering at us?
Grohl was able to see the light approaching him. You were able to get that the light was coming towards you. You're moving pretty heavily on the arm, so you'll catch probably glimpses of him. Yes.
Get in here and get past it. I'm going to let it go and let it travel in your direction.
Statement. What is going on?
That'd be a query. Genius.
Inquiry.
As your light gets closer, it seems to be backing away, like, and it's getting rough again. Nobody has told you what is going on. Jaith. You're firmly holding onto its arm. It is wailing wildly in Pierce's general direction. Grohl is just standing there. What would you like to do?
Light. It doesn't like it.
Great. I'll turn around and walk away.
Pants. I let it go and push it the direction it was headed.
Away from the
Okay.
light.
Yeah, away from us.
And the light.
You've kind of got it spun around, and it starts running towards that broken open door section. It goes through there.
Oh, man.
Not brew. Probably.
Oh, I was excited. I thought we were all going to have some sausage when this was done.
So, giant runaway groundhog
Like
through the door. The other door, bringing the moss above is still lit up. So you've got a nice room here. Pierce is about 5-6 feet back, facing the other direction with his light up, and Grohl is just staring at the scene like, what the fuck just happened?
Hey, I wonder if groundhogs are hoarders. Since it's not in its nest, I want to go check it for, like, cool things.
You may do that.
Then I'm
You are
going
able to find what appears to be old bones off in one corner.
Any knuckle
But
bones?
there are... Oh, go ahead.
Any knuckle bones? Any small bones? You know, inch
Yeah.
3 inches. Great, I want to just grab about 10, 12 of those, put them in another small pouch, so I can, tell fortunes. Go ahead. What else?
There's a small amount of coins kind of intermingled with that. There's also several rusty, what looks like they may have been weapons at one time. There are 2 rings, one silver and one gold, on the knuckle bones that you had found.
Uh-huh.
And there is a jewel about the size of a D20.
What color jewel?
It seems to be rotating through colors.
A rainbow jewel.
It goes through the rainbow sequence and back to red.
Well, I bet you it
And it just-
summons Rainbow Bright. Okay, I'll collect all that stuff and tuck the bones in a pouch, like I said, and walk back to the guys going, hey, check this shit out. Groundhog bunny. And, hold on, the rings and the jewel and the coins going, some weird shit here. We should check this shit out later.
Indeed.
I don't think it's like that ring you were holding up earlier, though. Sorry about that. The ad ring.
Yes, let's continue back upstairs.
Well, it's magical, it'll change sizes. So. One edge fits all.
In that case, I have a magic weapon. Because it changes size. It's my penis.
The hammer of justice.
No. I don't nail things in with that. Well.
I'm heading back the other way. And I just walk off.
You see Pierce's light going the other way.
No,
we haven't found him yet.
What's the guy in the picture behind you have in his hand? Is that like a Zeppelin in his hand? John?
Oh, this? It's a spaceship. It's from David Weber's. So we put Easter eggs in the treasure hoard from all the guests of honor.
Oh, right.
So he does David Weber does the spaceship trilogy thing.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay.
The Honor Harrington stuff.
Right.
I think it's Honor Harrington.
I have one.
And then John Wick did the, L5R and Play Dirty and
Okay.
other stuff.
Go on, Aaron. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you guys are fine. Are you going back upstairs, or are you going to follow the groundhog?
Oh, no. I had gone back to where both of them were, and as Pierce is walking off, I continue to trail along behind him, chit-chatting the whole time.
Okay. You make your way back upward. You can stop along the way at any of the places that you'd like. You can move into the rooms. What would you guys like to do?
Upstairs.
Essentially continue our original path and plan. So instead of going through the secret room, continue up the weird spiral.
The central staircase or the friggin' intestines path?
Central staircase.
Okay.
Is that okay with everybody?
No, it's fine with me.
Okay, yeah. Central staircase. All the way to the top.
Okay. It comes to a landing that's got a single set of double doors.
Or a double set of single doors. Which is it?
Or a single set of double doors. They appear to open inbound. It's got a large sign that says, "Welcome!"
It's a loud sign.
Mm-hmm.
Are
they ran out of
keyholes I can peer through?
Or pierce through.
Sure, why not?
It appears in the door.
Keyhole magically appears. Great. Let's look through it.
Let's run.
Is there a glory hole I can look through?
No, Pierce, you're able to tell that it's lit inside. There appears to be a throne in the back. You can't quite see off to the sides very much, but it's a pathway leading to a throne.
Large silver handle in the upper left.
There is a skeleton sitting in the throne, and there is a cat on the skeleton's lap.
A skeletal cat or
skeletal cat or a live cat?
It appears to be a live cat.
What do you see?
Does the door appear to be trapped?
No.
Then I'll knock.
3 times. It's a song lyric.
You hear a booming, "Welcome, travelers!"
Hey, how'd they know?
Knock again.
"Welcome, travelers!"
Oh my god, they still know. They're good.
I'll knock, shave, and a haircut.
When you go, it responds before you get a chance to.
I wonder if they have a buffet.
I'll look back through the keyhole.
They're Chinese. They have a cat.
The cat's changed position in the skeletal lap, but that's the only difference that you can tell.
Hey, Pierce. Hey, Pierce. Hey, Pierce.
Yes.
What color is the cat?
It's... What color is the cat?
It is a classic tabby. So it is a gray and black tabby, but the pattern's a little bit different.
Interesting. Wow. Never had one of those before.
Are there like actual handles to the door, or does it just like push open?
Yeah.
Great.
Handles.
Grab onto each one and push them both open.
Okay. They swing open.
You chariot.
The cat looks at you, hops down, walks over, and begins rubbing around one of your legs.
Like,
I'll let you know, a scratching post.
yet.
What else do I see in the room now?
Off to the side, it's like a gallery. There are seats and benches and things like that. You got a better view behind the throne. At an angle, you can tell that there's a door that leads out from there.
That's where the plumbing leads.
It is ajar, as in partly open, not a jar.
I thought you said it was a door.
It is a door, but it's also
You
a
said
jar.
it's a jar.
It can be two things.
Oh, while he's playing with the cat, I'm going to go inside.
Okay.
Look around.
Hear the sound.
See who the people on the walls are.
Yeah, you see cat footprints all around in there.
Is there a kitty litter?
No, not in this room.
Who's on the walls? Whose pictures? Like, any titles written on them?
No titles. It definitely looks like a king of some type. There's a couple ones where there's like a big muscular man with a sword up in the air like this. Lightning in the background.
Well, the door's ajar, so the cat probably goes through there. So I'll go and look and see where the cat goes to.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You see
stare at
cat footprints that seem to go down there. It looks like a hallway that leads to a group of apartments or something to that. Servant entranceways and stuff.
Hey,
I assume
Pierce.
you're just ducking your head through to kind of get a feel for everything.
I'm going to wait and see when they're done and head off.
Hey,
Well,
Pierce.
wait.
Hey, Pierce.
Yo.
Yes.
You know how I could tell this was a really great painter? Pointing at the picture with the guy with the sword and the lightning behind him. You know how I could tell?
How?
Imagine how quick he must have had to paint to catch that lightning right like that. It's impressive.
Is the
ain't it?
cat still rubbing on my legs?
Yes, he is.
You know, if you go like this,
Here comes the lightning soon.
you'd be like a cat tree. Because you're made of wood.
Let's see. What do we want to do?
I'm gonna. Well, I guess he kind of looked around the room, so I kind of know what's in here. Hey, cat, do you talk?
Meow.
Okay, neither did Gru. Do you know Gru?
Cat's just kind of looking at you like you're stupid. So like a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give it the same look back, but only for 2 to 3 seconds, then I'll stop. I don't want to look it directly in the eye. Matter of fact, I'll
Okay.
hold my hand in front of it, between my vision and its line of sight when I give it a stupid look. And then water over to the Rocairn and be like, so, what's behind door number 2?
That seems to be where the cat's going.
Like going or going?
Pierce, you see the skeleton in the throne? Its head just kind of tilt to the side just a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
And then the eyes start to glow blue.
Guys, it's undead.
The cat?
No, the
And
skeleton.
It's doing crinking with its neck thing, and then, and the cat runs away from your feet, goes over there, and hops back on the lap. And it pets it.
Oh,
I will actually step into the room now instead of standing in the doorway.
After a couple seconds, and it seems to be slow, like it's waking up.
Like it's boneheaded.
And you hear, "Welcome, travelers!"
From it or the same
From
thing
it.
before?
Yep. Greetings!
Who might you be?
Scully.
Who are you, sir?
And it seems to be slow in response, but you can tell that it's planning to. Ah, I'm King Edward.
Yeah, you are.
What brings you to my fine castle?
2 legs. And a Rocairn.
Yeah, a missing
Lolly.
bard. You seen a missing bard? Well, chick bard. She got a beard. Very proud of it.
No, I have not. But thank you for coming.
Well, what befell this place?
Whatever do you mean?
Probably built a freeway 20 miles over.
Do you have any mirrors in this place?
Of course, every apartment is fully equipped. How long will you be staying as my guest?
Not long. How long have you been a skeleton?
Oh. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Are there other people here?
Of course. Most of them come, they stay a little while, but I assume they are taking part of the festivities downstairs.
No.
What festivities are those?
Well, there's the banquet every night.
Uh-huh.
Are
That's
you
it?
attending?
I usually poke my head in. Occasionally there's jousting out in the front courtyard. I don't get out as much as I used to, though.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Cat hops down.
What's your cat eat?
Oh, the servants feed him. And he takes care of the mice.
Like services them?
What's their name?
The servants?
The cat.
Oh, Cat. I've never named him. He knows his name, but he's never told me.
Like you do. It's true. Go Gru. Snoo. So, let's see here. Besides a banquet, I mean, and now, do you guys have, like, real food or, like, dead people food?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
The skeletal head kind of tilts to the side. You can't get a whole lot of expression off of the skull.
Can't even
No,
draw
real
eyebrows on it.
Just a hair too high.
So, what is the
So
name
he
of
always looks surprised.
this wondrous castle?
Say again?
What is the name of this place? The keep.
Oh, Evernor.
Evernor, huh? So, what are you king of?
I'm king of Evernor and its surrounding areas.
Yeah, do all the people here look like you? You know, dead?
No, most of them look like him, but Tanner.
Which him does he point at?
Or points at friggin' Pierce. Or him, but taller.
Tanner than the wood guy? That's fucked up. Okay, cool. Well, What's the easiest way to
Or
get
you,
to...
but less green.
I'm only a little green. And it's not easy.
Being green.
That's right. That's right. So,
Library?
Has anyone given you the tour?
no, we
No.
love one.
Can you call for your servants? Perhaps they can take us.
Ooh, and call for your pipe and call for your bowl.
It stands up. Of course, of course. Rings a bell.
I think he's got a boner.
They'll be here shortly. And then he sits back down again.
What direction do they come from?
Oh, usually the side. Behind the tapestries over there, there's a door. Occasionally from behind me. Sometimes from your area. It depends on which one is closest.
Wow, they really get around, huh? Excuse me, sorry, it's been a long day. It'll be time to get a room soon.
Ah,
Like, in
there they are.
Get a room. Oh, great. Let's look.
He points towards the tapestries. It kind of didn't move. There is nothing there.
Awesome. Either they're ghosts.
Ah, Frederick, thank you. We have new guests. Can you see them to some rooms or give them the grand tour?
Oh, Freddy. Freddy. We should go for the grand tour. Just, knock on the wall.
Either way.
Or something.
There's nothing there. It's looking at the direction, and its eyes seem to detect magic.
Yes.
Nothing. Well, the skeleton and the cat's got a friggin' a bauble around its neck.
Oh, if I could save time in a bottle. Hey, while you're doing that shit, hey, check out these rings. And this gemstone.
Yes. All three of them glow.
Hey, and these
Oh!
coins.
Goodness!
The rainbow crystal.
Oh, yeah. They all glow brightly. The silver one less bright, or the platinum one less bright than the other two, but they do glow.
Well, the cat's got a magic bauble, and those are magic also.
Mm-hmm.
And what were you saying?
And
there,
the skeletal king appears to be wearing stuff that is magical as well.
Like a chastity belt. Does the skeleton king have clothes on, or is he just totally buck naked?
Kind of. It appears that he had clothes on. They're kind of ragged out, but you're getting. Jaith is getting glimpses of magic underneath.
Underwear.
It appears like underneath where the robes have kind of faded away. There's bracelets, pair of boots, and a belt.
All in good condition.
Yes, those are all in good condition.
So how high are we off the ground where we came up this far?
You're guessing about 90 feet from the entrance. So about 120 feet total up.
Is there like a window that we can look through to see where we're at?
Not in this room.
Uh-huh. Well, we'll be right back.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
we're gonna go on the tour. What direction did Freddy go in again, Eddie?
I went this way. Follow me.
Oh yeah.
I'll go where the door's ajar and head down that.
Okay. The cat kind of follows you and kind of does the I'm giving you the tour thing.
All right. Well, once we get us out of the room, I close the door that's ajar.
Cat wants in.
Thought it was following us.
It is, but you went over there to close the door and now it wants in.
All right.
It's a fucking cat.
I'll open the door.
Starts following you again.
Yeah, well, I close the door anyway. All right, and then I head down the hallway. So what do we want to do with the king since he's
Ugh.
got a cat with a magical bauble?
I think we should keep exploring the castle and see what we can find out.
Well,
And
the
then
cat-
come back and deal with the king?
Well, the cat goes in this direction, so why don't you lead the way, in case it's not trapped.
Okay.
Okay. You're able to see the cat's kind of footprints across the dust. Every now and again, you'll see a spot that's kind of worn out, like the cat pounced or jumped on something.
Does the cat stay at the door scratching on it?
After about 25 feet or so, it starts following you guys again.
All right.
We will have to open that up before we leave because, you know, it's where the cat sleeps. It'd just be mean to keep it closed. In the long run.
I don't think it sleeps there.
It was sleeping there when we went in.
Yeah, well,
It's a
I'm
cat.
hoping one of these rooms is the place where it does its business, too. But,
Okay.
hey,
Great. I'm just gonna follow some cat footprints and see where they take me.
Okay. And you'll get friggin' like this, going like this, then coming like this. You've got, it seems to wander wherever it wants. There are places that it seems to be more worn, like it does this every day. But it's definitely using the entirety of the area as kind of a hunting grounds.
I'd like to, as we're given the tour by the cat, following the cat, looking at cat footprints, I want to be the tour guide and point out, oh, and there's a door over here, and over here we have a curtain, and there's a cat's asshole, and over here we have a small statue, and look, there's a cat's asshole again. That sort of thing.
You do see what appears to be royal apartments as you make your way through. It's all on this level. There are curtains down, but you can tell that they, because of the framing around it, you can tell that it's a window facing outbound.
Gotcha.
I'll look out the window.
Okay. It's twilight, duskish time frame. Do you step out into the area, or it's got a balcony? Or do you just kind of, oh, okay.
I will start by parting the curtains, like, peer out the window.
Okay. Yes. You're staring in the opposite direction of the forest. You kind of got this, so there's lesser woods behind it. But off in the distance, you can see the glint of water.
And you said there's a balcony on the other side of the window?
Yes, there is.
Great, I'll open the windowy doors out to the balcony.
Okay.
Cat's gonna be like, oh,
And
thank
then-
God, it's been 200 years since I peed.
And then what's below the balcony?
If you step out and look around, you can tell that it's some kind of face. You can't get a good look at it because of the scale, but you just came out of one of the eyes.
And the king mentioned like a courtyard. Do I see the courtyard below?
Yes, you can see it's hidden below you, but you can see the forward edges of it.
Oh,
Earthquake. We're gonna give Pierce a moment to slowly die. Welcome back.
great. I'm gonna slowly die on the balcony.
I'll put you so he can quickly die. Put him out of his misery.
You know.
Look out.
Actually, push the king out the window. So
He's gently going to subdue you with a hammer to the head multiple times.
But gently.
Gently.
Gently?
Grand. If it doesn't, does it look like there's been jousting going on down in the courtyard at all? Like even
It looks like there have been horses down there at one point, but not right now.
not recently.
Does it look like any fresh poo?
Um,
I'm not out there. Never mind.
No. Well, you're 90 some odd feet up as well, so it's hard to tell. You could tell that the ground is not freshly grassed over. It's been torn up. Like it looks kind of like pigs have gone through somebody's front yard.
Hey, shut the fuck up, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to give a visual that you would understand.
Live there, done that.
Great, I'll
Yes,
go back
the
inside
turf
and
is
keep
torn up.
exploring.
Okay.
Speaking with
Jake,
Jared,
roll.
yeah, we'd love for you to swing by and check that electrical thing, because it wasn't the switch.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll, guys. Somebody was going to roll something.
No. I was asking if there was anything else you guys were doing.
I'm going to inspect the cat's bottle around its neck.
Bobble?
Bobble?
Bobble.
Oh, I thought you said it was a bottle. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I sang, if I could save time in a bottle.
I assume you get down there, you freaking pet the cat to kind of get a closer look
yeah.
at it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Give me a spellcraft roll.
Okay. Just roll that dice right. Oh wow, it's an 18 again. Hold on, because I get a decent spellcraft. It's not called spellcraft anymore. It's called arcane knowledge, isn't it? Or arcana.
Arcana.
Yeah, 24.
Okay. You're fine.
You're fine.
Yeah, baby. As you're looking into it, you kind of get pulled into it, and you're able to see the runes that are etched into each facet.
Uh-huh.
And you're staring, you're trying to understand it. He has stopped for a good 5 minutes. I mean, like, just dead stop, not breathing, guys.
Okay, I'm not a doctor.
Technically. He's petting the cat, looking at the bobble, and his hand stops. He's not breathing. He's just kind of gone stopped. The cat's self-petting itself at this point, though.
In the name of love.
In the name.
Are you done?
I'll
No,
go
he's not
over
moving.
and pick the cat up
Well,
and put him in my arm and start petting him.
Okay. As soon as the bobble is outside of your line of sight, he begins moving again.
Yeah, what'd I figure out from it?
That is a complex gemstone.
Yeah.
If you were to guess, it's got longevity on it. It appears to have a soul trap on it, and a few other spells designed to protect the gem.
Nice. That's one cool cat. I wonder if it can do the strut. You know, the stray cat strut.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
Mm-hmm. Pierce, you are holding the cat. Are you petting it?
Yes.
After exactly 2 pierces, it thwaps you and hops down.
2 pierces.
Not 1, not 3, but 2 pets.
Great. Keep walking. Keep exploring. Opening doors as we come to them.
Can we find the banquet?
Okay, yeah. You spend an hour or so exploring, and you get down to a banquet room. There's a lot of dead people here.
Nice.
There's fresh food all over the place, as though it was served recently. It's no longer hot, but it's fresh.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's like a
and
picnic
there are-
laid out at 10 a.m. and now it's 6 p.m.
Exactly. There are people in the seats, in various states of death.
Like decomposition?
Most of, yes. Well, mummification, and then friggin' like the skin is eventually fallen off.
Okay.
Or is there also food that's rotten in here?
No rotten food.
I want to clap my hands and say, "Hey, hey, hey, hey!" Clapping along with my haze.
So what's outside of the banquet room?
Hallways, and they appear to lead back down to another set of kitchens. And there's food cooking there.
Courtyard?
Huh? You can go down to the courtyard. You figured out how to get to pretty much everywhere in the castle.
And I think that's our time tonight. Don't vomit there. Don't vomit there. Go vomit somewhere else. I say that to everybody, not just my cats.
I can vouch for that. He's told that to me. Don't vomit there. Vomit somewhere else.
Oh.
I'll be right over to take care of that cuttlefish.
To be fair, I was hacking on his bed.
and I didn't even know he had come over. I just woke up. Anyhow, I want to thank everybody for hanging out and joining us. I want to let everybody know I will probably be back very shortly to do that thing I do, that writing thing. So you guys have a great night. Aaron, thank you for running the game. We will pick this up again next week, as far as I know. Is everybody available for next week?
I may have an issue. We'll talk about it offline, but I should be.
Excellent. You guys, I'm just going to put up a little space holder, pace holder. I'm going to put up a waiting screen, and then I'll be back with you very soon. Okay, here we go. Let's do this now. Thanks, guys. Bye.